Alright, so making this video here. For whatever reason, I have access to the new units. I'm not going to play with them. I feel like it's some sort of bug going on with Wargame, the only reason I have them, so I don't want to take advantage of the situation. But right off the get-go, the name of the DLC is Magna Carta, right? British reference. Let's just jump right to it. Here's the big winner right here. Now, we saw in a ghost patch a couple weeks ago, the mother of all patches, they changed the name of the Challenger Mark 1, and we're thinking, well, they're getting ready for the Challenger 2 of Red Dragon. Well, actually, we now have the Challenger 1 Mark 2. And again, you'll have access to this on when Magna Carta comes out sometime in the next 2 days. So let's just take a look at this. It's a beautiful tank, and just jump right over to the stats on the right hand side of the screen. Look at this, accuracy of 12, AP of 19. I'm just going to go out on a limb, and I've heard, without doing any research, that this is now the most accurate main gun of any tank in the game. Again, Challenger Mark II. Coming at a price right along the lines of a Leopard 2A4. Still only with the 7 rate of fire and the exact same armor specifications as the Challenger 1 Mark 1, okay? So we can see the difference here is only in the accuracy and AP power of the main gun. Also, unfortunately, it's a prototype, but this is a really stellar reason to make a British deck. Challenger 1 Mark II, prototype, now quite possibly the best main gun in the game, but you look at this rate of fire of only 7. Still, I would choose probably Leopard 2A4 and M1A1 Abrams with the rate of fire of 10. So that'll do it for the British. In the American lines, we're seeing a new infantry unit, and this is going to be the ESMA. Look at this nasty RPG. Excellent range for an RPG. 13 accuracy and 20. I believe the Swedish also have a MA type unit. Oh boy, this is embarrassing. Someone's going to give me some heck for not knowing this. The Danes. Oh boy. Somebody has a MA infantry. Who could it be? Canadians? Yes, okay, Canadians. Here we go. I just want to check these guys out to compare the stats of the two different MA units. Okay, so we see their MA at 13 and 8. Well, this is okay, fine. Then this is the Carl Gustav. So actually, I'm just showing you any Carl Gustav unit. So we could look at American Ranger infantry. There's the Carl Gustav, 12 and 18. And then let's go back to the new unit for the Americans, the ESMA, 13 and 20. And it's not a prototype. It is only 5 man. So it's, you may, but let's see, does this come in a Blackhawk? No, it only comes in a Huey. If this came in a Blackhawk, this would be a serious contender for my NATO deck. But it'll definitely go in my American deck. Well, not necessarily. 5 man. Look, it's a great ambush unit. What's their foot speed? 25. So I don't know. They've got a time and a place, but definitely it's a support infantry into towns or to walk through forests and ambush vehicles. Okay, and for the French, oh boy, I don't know right off the top of my head what their new unit is. I think it's a plane. A lot of these guys got planes. I believe it's this. I believe it's this Mirage FICT with the cluster bombs. Six big bombs, and then the Magic 2 missile with that 10 accuracy and 4 AP. and actually not a bad range for airplanes, all things considered. So, mixed attack bomber, nice looking plane, right? Comes in with good ECM, not bad, and a very good stabilizer, which for the bombs doesn't mean much, but it's really going to help out. Look at this. Look at the range. Look at the range on this cannon. Wow, 2,100 meters. So this is a really nice mixed fighter for the French. Should really round out your French deck, and it is a prototype. Alright, and then for the West Germans, I believe it's just this F4F. You've seen a lot, and a lot of you like playing with the F4F Ice at 135 points. You may like the F4F. Comes along with pretty much the same stats down in the bottom here, except its ECM goes to bad. And don't be fooled by this AIM-9F missile. It's worse than the AIM-9L. So you can see it's 7 and 4 accuracy compared to a 10 and 4, and it doesn't have the AMRAAM missile. But it's not a prototype, so you might like this. It does have that Vulcan cannon, which is really nice. Send it out there against helicopters and planes. So you might like this F4F coming in at 80 points. For the Canadians, it's it's this CF-18 Hornet, multi-missile capacity, air-to-air capability with the AIM-9M, a fire and forget, 12 and 5, really nasty, fires 30 a minute, and then the Sparrow, which we've seen on other planes, again with the Vulcan cannon. Well, coming in at 155, and this is not a prototype, and this could very easily make its way into NATO decks along the lines of the F-15 Eagle variant of the American Air Forces. Okay, moving on to the Danish. I have no idea what the new Dane unit is. I don't know. Maybe it's one of these planes. I really couldn't tell you. It could be this TOW-2 vehicle. I'm sorry, I'm offending all my Danish friends. So moving right along to the Swedish Infantry. It's this RBS-90, which is a prototype unit, but it's really going to buff the Swedish national deck. If we look at it's similar to the RBS-70, right? With RBS-70 has a 9 and 5 accuracy, and then we go 11 and 6. Same crew size, same speed, same optics, same stealth. But it just becomes a prototype, and you get an accuracy to the buff and the HE power. Okay. Also a buff on the range. Buff on range for helicopters and airplanes. So, nice Swedish buff. And the Norwegians, oh boy. Sorry again. I couldn't really tell you what the Norwegians are getting that's so spectacular. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I've got no clue. Sorry, that'll be a nice surprise. The East Germans, I think they got this new plane over here, some sort of new MiG. This could be it right here. MiG-29 913. Yeah, that might be it. Prototype multi-role AA with the Vimpel missiles. Let's just, what I'm going to do here, I've been so kind of lackadaisical. There's a post here, let's see, French cluster bomber, Cat C version of West German, Phantom, Polish seed plane. Well, if anyone has a link to all the different units, please let me know. I was really surprised to find this post on the Total War Center. This is really hard to navigate. Okay, anyway, back to the game. Yeah, so on the West Germans... Huh. Okay. Anyway, back to the East Germans. Yeah, like I said, I believe it's this air-to-air fighter, this MiG-20, MiG-29. Not entirely sure. Someone figure that out for me, that'd be great. The big news here on the Soviets is a weaponized recon helicopter with exceptional optics. Now this has really become a viable option with this Yak B, which you'll remember from the Soviet Hind helicopter, the Mi-24D, which is just so nasty to bring in. As it's probably the best air-to-air cannon in the entire game on a helicopter. Well, actually, there's without a doubt it is. So you bring this guy in on your opening moves, your opening deployments. I'd rather have this than a Sokol, quite frankly. Although coming in at 110 points, if you lose it, it's going to hurt, okay? Look at this speed, though. Speed, 330 kilometers an hour. This could be the okay, so it's as fast as the Havoc, and probably, most definitely, the American Apache, I would say, also goes that fast. Let's check out the Apache. Well, the Blackhawk, you can see, only comes in at 300. And... Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Shoot. Alright. Apache, okay, Apache 350. There you go. So it's not the fastest helicopter in the game, but it is the second fastest for sure, tied with a couple other. Okay. And that's the Mi-24K, an upgrade from the Mi-9. For only 20 points more, you keep those exceptional optics. You've got 80 millimeter rockets, a nasty payload for an opening engagement. So this also now becomes a command vehicle hunter, all right, with that Yak B and the rockets. Just a great addition to the Soviet recon forces. There was really no reason to use the Mi-9. It was just, and with this big size and it being so slow and maneuvers bad, it's a one-shot and you're dead. And in fact, I don't know if this is just on my screen, but I thought the Mi-9 costed 90 points. So, but maybe this went down to, that tells you I haven't used these in so long. Maybe it went down to 70 a while ago. But again, the size, you look at it, you see the size difference on an Mi-2, right? Very small, and you're at big. So, but look, its strength is 10, okay? Strength on the Mi-9 was only 6, strength on the Mi-2 was 4. That means one missile is not going to take this out. I don't care what you get hit with, one missile is not going to take this out with that strength of 10, okay? And then for the Polish, I believe they got a seed plane. Right? I think this is the new plane right here. The Su-22M4P. So, it's a nasty little plane here with a good ECM. Not as fast as we'd like it, and the range isn't as long as we'd like it either. Also, be careful when you go in. You might want to turn off those twin cannons. So, you might want to leave them on. 4 anti-radar missiles. So, not the greatest thing, but again, it does help out. It's a slight buff to the Polish deck. It's not a prototype, so this is an option to go into your all-pack deck. And then finally for the Czechs, oh boy, I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. Czechs. I don't know. What do they get? No tanks. No recon. vehicle. No helicopter. No. Quite possibly they get an infantry. No. No. So it's got to be a plane. Which one of these planes is new? Maybe an upgraded Albatross? I don't know. This could be it, I guess. I don't know. I've never put an Albatross in my deck. No ECM. I'm not really interested in if that is new. So, well, anybody. I don't know if they got... So the big news here is the Challenger 1, Mark II, and then the Recon, and the Swedish Infantry AA. As well, possibly the American SMAW, with now the most powerful, deadliest RPG in the game. I believe the only thing that can compete with that is something like VDV out of the pack side. So let's see these stats. 13 and 20 at 875. And these guys get, 12 and 15 at 875. So, as far as I know, best RPG, not ATGM, but best RPG in the game now belongs to the Americans, and it's not a prototype unit. Hope you enjoyed my video. Again, hopefully you got to see this before the patch actually comes out, which it'll be out in a few days. Good luck. Until next time, have a great day.